My name is Juliana Odindo. I am 22 years old. I was born with HIV, as my mother was HIV positive. My father and mother died when I was 4 of HIV and AIDS. I was raised by my brothers and sisters. I was diagnosed when I was 10, and I had only a CD4 of just 4. So I had to try to start treatment immediately. I was lucky to be alive. At that time, for most children born with HIV, don't make it to their second birthday. I started treatment as I had also other opportunistic infections. I had TB, herpes, and sores all over my body. I counted 23 pills a day, and I also had to apply creams and injections that were so painful. It was hard to take all the medicines. There were so many pills. As I got older, challenges came: stigma, relationships, drug holiday. There was a lot to learn. I took my drug holiday. I wanted to live free. I wanted to live normally without being attached to the life support machine. Those are the pills. But I was very lucky. I did not develop resistances to my antiretroviral medicines when I stopped taking them. I am still on first line today. They still work for me. A lot of children who take drug holiday end up getting on second line and fail their treatment. And they get second line has stronger medicine, and there are even more. Today, I work with NEFAC, that is the network of people living with HIV in Kenya, and I represent children and adolescents born and living with HIV. And today, I would like to share some of those voices with you. I would first like to tell you about Peace. Peace is 6 and lives with her mother in Kibera. That is the largest slum in Africa. They live in a tiny mud-walled house with no sanitation, electricity, or running water. Peace was diagnosed with HIV as a baby and had to start treatment immediately. When she was only 3, she failed her first-line treatment and had to start her second-line treatment. Today, she's on second line, and her mother, Eunice, makes sure that she must eat as well before she takes her medicine, otherwise she'll vomit. If she misses her dose, she's more likely to develop resistance to the medicine. The pressure and worry is so tremendous on her mother. I will now share with you Jackton's story. He lives in a children's home run by sisters. He's 13 and is on third-line treatment. There is no official third-line treatment in Kenya today. The sisters have managed to get for him medicine on compassionate grounds. They have done tests themselves to find for him medicines that he can take. I counted Jackton's pills. He has to take 9 pills in the morning and 9 pills in the evening. The burden of those pills is just enormous. The sisters are very worried what will happen if he fails any of those medicines. I will also share with you about Catherine, that is 12 and lives in Kibera too. She would like to be a teacher when she grows up. She too has so many questions. Just recently, she saw a neighbor's child who was also on ARVs die, and she is asking if she will die too. Will she grow up and be able to to have children? Will she achieve her dreams? Does she have to give up? Will the medicines work for her? I spoke with Catherine. I shared with her my own story. I also told her that look at me today, because I am older than her. I will meet the French people who are here today, and I am so grateful. I'm going to tell her that I met the French people. I will meet the French people, Mr. Gates, Dr. Dostal Blazy, who are responsible for your medicine, for your medication now, and even when you were young. I will tell them about us, about all the 3 million children living with HIV in Africa today, and how we still need better, safer medicines so that we can stay and live out our dreams. Today, I would like to thank Unitaid for taking up the challenge of bringing medicines to children and for all the work they have done. I thank France and Mr. Gates for their support to Unitaid and all the support they give to African countries. I now appeal to all of you to keep up the fight against HIV. Please keep looking for the medicines that are adapted to us, that are easy to take. I know the technology is there to do it. Living with HIV will never be easy, but we want to live. We want to grow, and we are looking up to you to help us with the continued support. Thank you for keeping us alive. I pray to God that you continue the fight for my life, for the life of peace, for the life of Jackson, Catherine, and all the children living with HIV in the world. Mercy.